Welcome to English Motivational Lines and Stories.
The Prostitute and the Monk, an inspiring story. In an old city in ancient Japan there once lived a prostitute and a monk. They didn't know each other. They weren't even acquaintances. Yet each of them were deeply influenced by the other. Their lives were closely connected. Every evening as the prostitute left her home on the way to earning a night's wage, she would pass by the Buddhist temple where this monk lived. And every evening the young monk would be seated outside in the temple garden doing meditation. As the young prostitute passed by the temple, she would see the monk seated in meditation and would think to herself, "What an amazing young man! What a noble life he is leading! Such a pure existence, untainted by the worries and concerns of this world. How rare and how wonderful!" These thoughts sustained the young woman and gave her strength to endure her life. Just to know that someone was leading such a pure life gave her both hope and encouragement, even though she knew that such purity could never be her own. She always felt blessed just walking by the temple and being in the presence of such sacred energy. The monk, although supposedly seated in deep meditation, couldn't help but notice the woman as well. Every evening as the young woman passed by the temple, the monk would become distracted and think to himself, "What an immoral woman! How could she make a living doing what she does? Selling her body, how low can a person go? Where is her self-respect and dignity? What a wasted life! She would be better off dead."
The consequence of hidden motivations.
This inspiring story points out the consequences of our inner motivations and self-talk. Inner self-talk has the power to turn a monk into a prostitute and a prostitute into a monk. It isn't the outer garments that count. The monk lost all peace of mind in the presence of the young woman, while the young woman experienced a peace of mind she never thought possible while in the presence of the monk. How ironic. The prostitute was the one tapping into real meditation power, not the monk. Although the monk and the prostitute were powerful influences in each other's lives, where was the real power coming from? What was the true source of both the monk's turmoil and the woman's peace of mind? In each case, it was their inner self-talk that was at the core of the matter. The young woman's inner talk was pure and selfless in the presence of the monk. The monk's inner talk was soiled and deeply disturbed in the presence of the woman. And each experienced the immediate consequences of the kind of self-talk they entertained. The woman became very peaceful, and the monk became very agitated. Such was the result of their self-talk. These inner dynamics, this internal motivation and self-talk is what creates peace or misery in our world. Please do like and subscribe to English Motivational Lines and Stories.